Hello viewers, welcome to my class again. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Today the topic of today is classes of alkanols. Last time we looked at homologous series, which is a family of organic compounds with regular structural patterns in which each member varies from the next by a CH2 group. So all these groups we studied, one of the homologous series, one of the groups is alkanol. And alkanol, the general formula is ROH. R being the alkyl group. So that is the general formula of alkanol. So an alkanol is a member of homologous series which contains a hydroxyl group attached to one of the carbon atoms. At least one hydroxyl group attached to one of the carbon atoms. So how do we classify alkanols? Alkanols are classified based on two factors. Number one, number of alkyl groups. Sorry, number of hydroxyl groups. And number two, the number of alkyl groups, that is R, attached to the carbon atom having the hydroxyl group. There are two factors we must consider while classifying alkanols. One of those factors is number of hydroxyl group, that is OH group. So let's consider the first factor. According to this, an alkanol is classified into three. One, monohydric alkanol, which is the alkanol that has only one OH group, that is monohydric. Number two is dihydric alkanol, which means the alkanol having two hydroxyl groups. And number three is trihydric alkanol, the alkanol having three hydroxyl groups. Another name for dihydric alkanol is, you can call this diol. You can call this triols. Di there means two, which means diols are alkanols that have two hydroxyl groups. But interestingly, these two classes of alkanol, they could be called polyhydric. They could be called polyhydric alkanol. And also, diols are classified into two. We have geminal diol, or you call it gem diol. And we have vicinal diol. So let's start from monohydric. Examples of monohydric alkanol. Examples. We have something like this: CH3, CH2, OH. We also have CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. You could see that each of these alkanols have only one hydroxyl group. We also have CH3, CH branch, OH, CH3. These are all monohydric. And the name of this is ethanol. Remember, two carbon atoms, 1, 2. So 2 means E. Then you remove E and put what? OL. That is ethanol. And this one having 3 carbon atoms is called propanol. Prop for 3. This one also has 3 carbon atoms, but the OH is attached to the second carbon atom. So what do you call it? You call it propan 2-ol or 2-propanol. The 2 there means second carbon atom, where the OH is attached. So these are monohydric alkanols. Now let's go to the next class, which is dihydric alkanol. Or you call it diol. So let's look at diols. Diols contain only 2 hydrogen atoms. But there are 2 groups of diols. One is Geminal. Geminal diol. Geminal means twin. You know that a twin contains two things sharing one bond. So geminal diol actually means a diol containing two OH groups on one carbon. Two OH groups on one carbon. That is geminal diol. Example of geminal diol is this: CH3, COH, OH, CH3. You can see that there are actually three carbon atoms, but the second carbon atom has OH attached to it. The second carbon has OH attached to it. So how do we name this? This is propane 2. Sorry, this one is 2,2-propane diol. 2,2-propane diol. That is a geminal diol. We also have this. This is also a geminal diol. You can even extend it to this. It's a geminal diol too, where only one carbon has two OH groups. Number 2 is vicinal. Vicinal diol. Vicinal is gotten from the word vicinity, or neighbor, or adjacent. So vicinal diol is a diol that has two OH groups attached to two adjacent carbon atoms. Two OH groups. This time around, the two OH groups are not on one carbon. They are on two carbon atoms. So now, example is this: CH3, CH, OH, CH, OH, CH3. This is a vicinal diol. So how do we name it? This is butane 1, 2, 3, 4. Butane 2, 3 diol, or 2, 3 butane diol. Is a vicinal diol. Note this. Another name for vicinal: aliphatic vicinal diol is also called glycol. It's called glycol. While this is number 1 point. What of another name for geminal diol? Another name for geminal diol. The other name is what? The other name is carbonyl hydrate. Carbonyl hydrate is just what is formed when a carbonyl group CO is hydrated. That is, water is added. This is water. When water is added here, what happens is, because oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, it will withdraw the electron from the double bond, leaving carbon with positive charge and itself negative charge. Because of this water protonates the carbonyl group, which means this hydrogen leaves water and becomes positive, and therefore electron flows into it. And what we actually have here is single bond OH. Because carbon is positively charged, the OH now moves into it, and we have another OH. So this is carbonyl group. Why this is carbonyl hydrate? Or what? You can call it carbonyl hydrate or geminal diol. So these are diols. We continue. After diols, the next is triols or trihydric alkanols. These are alkanols that have three OH groups. Trihydric. Example. We have CH3, CHOH, 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 CH3. You can see there are 3 OH groups attached to 3 different carbon atoms. So what's the name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms. You can call it pentan 2. At the second carbon we have OH. Third carbon we have OH. Fourth carbon we have OH. So we have pentan 2, 3, 4 triol. Pentan 2, 3, 4 triol. This is example 1. We also have example 2 where we have this CHOH, CHOH, CH2OH. Okay, this is CH2OH. Or you can represent it in full. CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. This is called, because there are 3 carbon atoms, prop. This is propan 1, 2, 3 triol. Or this is a very popular chemical. And guess the name? The name is glycerol. Glycerol. You could remember digestion of fats and oil. When fat and oil digest, you get 2 things: fatty acid and glycerol. This is that glycerol. It is a triol or trihydric alkanol. So, in summary, alkanol is classified into how many? 3. Monohydric. Example, CH3OH, because it has 1 OH group. We also have diol. Example of diol, ethane diol, which is this. Ethane diol. This is methanol. This is ethane diol. Number 3 is triol. Triol. Example is this. CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. This is propan 1, 2, 3 triol. These are 3 types of alkanols, but these 2 are collectively called polyhydric alkanol. And remember also that diol is classified into 2, which are geminal diol, otherwise known as carbonyl hydrate. And this is just an example. A diol that has 2 OH groups attached to 1 carbon. We also have vicinal diol, otherwise known as glycol. Example is this. Ethane diol, or you call it ethylene glycol. So this is just the summary of classification of alkanol. See you next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching.